If you're in class 12 and physics feels impossible right now, this video is for you. Maybe you open the textbook, see a page full of formulas, and immediately close it. Maybe everyone around you seems to understand physics while you're still confused about the basics. And maybe you've started believing that you're just bad at physics. But here's the truth. Most students don't struggle with physics because they're dumb. They struggle because nobody teaches them how to study physics. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to go from zero to being board exam ready in Class 12 CBSE Physics. 1. Stop treating physics like biology. This is the biggest mistake students make. They try to memorize everything. The formulas, the derivations, the definitions, everything. But physics doesn't reward memorization. It rewards understanding. Think about it. If you memorize a formula and forget one small thing during the exam, you're stuck. But if you understand why the formula works, you can often rebuild it in your mind. So from today, don't ask, what should I memorize? Ask, what is this chapter trying to explain? That single shift changes everything. Point 2. Start with insert. I know. Reference books look attractive. They have thousands of questions, fancy explanations, difficult problems. But if you're starting from zero, forget all that. Your first goal is simple. Understand insert. Read the chapter slowly. Don't rush. Don't worry if it takes time. When you finish a topic, explain it to yourself in simple language. If you can't explain it simply, you probably don't understand it yet. And that's okay. Go back and read again. Physics is not a race.
3. Learn the story behind every formula. Most students see formulas as random symbols. That's why they keep forgetting them. Instead, treat every formula like a story. Ask yourself, what does this formula mean? Why does it exist? What happens if one value increases? What happens if it decreases? For example, don't just memorize equations in current electricity. Understand what current actually is, what resistance means, why voltage matters. Once the concepts become clear, the formulas start making sense naturally. And suddenly physics becomes much easier. 4. Solve insert examples before exercises. Here's something many students skip. The solve examples, big mistake. Insert examples teach you the thinking process. They show you how to identify given data, which formula to use, how to approach a problem. So before touching the exercise questions, solve every example yourself, cover the solution, try it independently, then compare your answer. This habit alone can improve your problem-solving skills dramatically. 5. Focus on high-weightage chapters first. Not all chapters are equal. Some chapters appear again and again in board exams. So if time is limited, prioritize wisely. Give extra attention to electrostatics, current electricity, magnetism, EMI, alternating current, ray optics, semiconductors. These chapters form a huge portion of the paper. Mastering them gives you the biggest return for your effort. Work smart, not just hard. 6. PYQs are your best friend. Let me tell you something surprising. The board exam doesn't invent completely new physics every year. Patterns repeat, concepts repeat, question styles repeat. That's why PYQs are powerful. After finishing a chapter, solve previous year questions. Notice what CBSE asks frequently. Notice how answers are framed. Notice which derivations appear often. The more PYQs you solve, the more familiar the board paper starts feeling, and familiarity reduces fear. 7. Make a formula notebook. This sounds simple, but it works. Take one notebook, write every important formula chapter-wise, only formulas, nothing else. Then spend 5 minutes every day revising it. That's it. 0.5 minutes. Over time you'll remember formulas naturally without cramming them before exams. And during revision season, this notebook becomes a lifesaver. 8. Consistency beats motivation. Most students wait for motivation. The problem? Motivation comes and goes. Some days you'll feel productive, some days you won't. That's normal. Instead of depending on motivation, create a routine. Even 1 hour of physics daily is better than studying 6 hours once a week. Small efforts repeated consistently create massive results. Not through magic, not through talent. Through consistency. If you're currently struggling with physics, remember this. You do not need to become a genius. You do not need 10 different books. You do not need to study 12 hours a day. You only need a simple plan. Understand, insert, learn concepts, solve examples, practice PYQs, revise regularly, and stay consistent. That's it. Physics isn't impossible. It only feels impossible when you don't know where to start. Start today. Point 1 chapter. Point 1 topic. Point 1 question at a time, and a few months from now, you'll look back and realize that the subject you feared the most became one of your strongest. If this video helped you, subscribe for more Class 12 study content, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.